Good evening, residents of Punggol GRC. It is so good to see so many of you here tonight. My name is Jackson, and I'm proud to be standing here with the Workers' Party. After my first rally speech, some residents told me that they liked my fire. But honestly, I know I come across as a little angry. I understand where they are coming from, but I will not apologize because I'm here to fight for all Singaporeans. And if I am angry, it is because I care. I care about how Singaporeans are treated, and I care about making things better for them. If you feel angry too, it is because you care, and you know we can be so much better. I'm not sorry that some people call me a stranger and say I'm not welcome here. I'm also not sorry that I didn't come from Choa Chu Kang GRC, or that I'm special friends with Lawrence Wong. This is because Alia, Alexis, Harpreet, and I, we are a solid team. And we will work hard for you. I'm like many of you. I'm a young Singaporean, and I'm proud of it. I'm just trying to do my best. When I started my first job, I was an auditor for a local company. And let me tell you, I found out very quickly I didn't quite like the numbers. The real numbers are the long hours and the poor work-life balance. Many of you can relate to this, even today. Thankfully, I later found my calling in a different field, communications. So tonight, I want to tell you a story about Singapore through 4 numbers. Because behind each number is a story. A story about ordinary Singaporeans, about growing inequality, about the squeezed middle class, and the rising desire for change, which I've heard loud and clear from all of you in the past week. The first number I want to share is 2.06. $2.06. That is the cost of a one-way trip from Punggol MRT to downtown MRT for a standard adult. For many of us, this is a cost we bear twice a day, 5 days a week, and sometimes even more. Over the past 5 years, public transport fares have risen over and over again. 4 consecutive years of fare hikes. And even though prices go up, reliability has not. Trains break down. They are overcrowded. You feel it immediately, the frustration and the exhaustion. Anyone who's tried changing lines at Serangoon or Bishan during peak hours knows exactly what I'm talking about. And the LRT here in Punggol, it is overcrowded, struggling under the weight of our growing population. We know this and we live this. This is why we are pushing for a national transport corporation, so we can reinvest profits back into you, the commuters. Ensure that there are cheaper fares, optimize our LRT and MRT infrastructure, and overall enhance services and transparency. The second number I want to share with you is 1055. $1,055. This is the monthly allowance for an NSF third sergeant. Sa Tiao. The number may vary slightly depending on your rank, but the message is the same. You obviously did not serve for the money. You served because it was your duty. You gave up 2 years of your life, and every year after, you continue to serve, balancing work, your career, your family, and reservist duties. So if you see Janil and Gan Kim Yong around, please ask them to tell you about their NS experience. I'm sure they will have something to share. The government says your contribution cannot be measured in dollars and cents. They are right. Let's stop pretending that token words and the annual wayangs are enough. Let's truly recognize that NS is a sacrifice and it requires proper recognition. At the very least, let us stop calling it an allowance and start calling what it should be, a salary with CPF contributions. This is how the Workers' Party values your contribution to our national security. The third number I'm sharing with you is 500,000. $500,000, okay? This is what more than half of Singaporeans believe it costs to raise a child up to the age of 21, according to the 2024 SingLife Financial Freedom Index. So, if you're a new parent receiving your SG60 baby bonus pack this year, firstly, my congratulations to you. But ask yourself, is this really enough? Raising a child in Singapore today is not easy. Young families face rising childcare costs, limited parental leave, long BTO wait times. The Workers' Party understands this. We have proposed real, meaningful, and long-term solutions and support. We're not giving you one-off grants, and we're not giving you teddy bears and labubus. What we're calling for is enhanced parental and childcare leave, flexible working arrangements, shorter BTO wait times, and reforms in our education system, giving families the choice to skip the PSLE if it is in their child's best interest. And young singles, don't worry, we are not leaving you out. We're also pushing for you too to be able to buy your homes earlier, because you matter as well. So if you ask me, the PAP, they are the real strangers to the struggles of Singaporeans today. They don't live in HDBs the way the majority of Punggol residents do. They don't squeeze onto the LRTs, the MRTs, or the buses. They drive around in their Porsches and their Audis. And they definitely don't need to worry about whether wonton mee costs $5 or pasta costs $18. In fact, my team and I found out recently, during one of our lunches at Waterway Points, you can get pretty good pasta here for less than that. So in a nutshell, can they really understand what Singaporeans are going through? Representation requires empathy. Empathy comes from living what Singaporeans live every day. The final number I'm sharing with you is this: 61,780. I'm going to say that again. 61,780. This is not a dollar amount. It is not a statistic. This is you. It's your family and it's your future. 61,780 is the minimum number of votes we need here in Punggol GRC to give the Workers' Party the privilege and honor of serving you in Parliament. This number represents your voice, your hope, your desire for a better future. If you believe in our vision and if you have hope for a better Singapore, then please give us your support and add to that number. If we win, we won't just be making history. We will be sending a clear message that you want to be heard, Punggol wants to be heard, and Punggol wants to change. So please remember this number, 61,780. Whatever you do, make your vote count and make your voice heard. Vote for the Workers' Party.